Good morning, and welcome to Northeast College of Health Sciences commencement ceremonies. At this time, we ask that the aisleways be cleared as the commencement processional is about to begin. Additionally, we would like to make the following announcements. We ask that throughout the processional and recessional that all aisleways remain clear. Photos are not permitted to be taken from areas in which spectators' visibility can be obstructed. The podium and stage area will remain available for 45 minutes at the conclusion of the commencement ceremony. Assistance in the hooding of graduates is welcomed by immediate family members who have earned doctorates and/or hold licenses in the clinical health sciences. Northeast College of Health Sciences is a smoke-free environment. In the event of an emergency, exits are located to your left, right, and rear of the facility. If there is a medical emergency, please notify the usher located nearest to you. If you are attending today's commencement with children who become uncomfortable during the ceremony, for your convenience, a remote broadcast of the proceedings can be viewed in room 105 of the Athletic Center. Thank you for your cooperation.
The commencement exercises of Northeast College of Health Sciences are officially opened. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Ann Killen.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to the commencement exercises of the Northeast College of Health Sciences. Graduates, family, and friends, please remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. I would now like to introduce Reverend Dr. Leah Entwala of the First Presbyterian Church of Seneca Falls, who will deliver the invocation.
As we gather here, I want us to pause for a moment. As we calm our minds and still our bodies, I'm going to ask you not to empty your mind, for in 20 plus years of ministry, I have yet to be able to do that, even in all my meditation practices. So I'm going to ask you rather to focus on water. As we breathe in and out like the water ebbs and flows, I invite you to think about how much of our bodies are made up with water, about 2/3. I invite you to think about how important it is, not just for those adjustments, because you know that our ligaments can lose their elasticity and strength due to dehydration. It is essential for our recovery. It's good. But also, this ceremony is an adjustment from student to colleague. So think about how important water is to creation itself, to life itself. Think of the many forms it can take, how it can be gentle like a mist, refreshing like a sprinkler hitting you on a summer's day, or unpredictable and destructive like a hurricane, a flash flood, or a tsunami. It is powerful and it is essential. Khalil Gibran said once that in one drop of water you found all the secrets of all the oceans, and one aspect of you are found in all the aspects of existence. You, like water, are powerful and essential. You, like water, take many forms. We too can be powerful and unpredictable and gentle and refreshing and destructive and calming and peaceful and mighty and beautiful. And today the ebbs and flows brought you to this moment in your life. So drink it in and don't leave dehydrated. If you find your mind wandering during this service, as water loves to meander, breathe in and out and recenter yourselves in order to be fully present in this time, in this culmination of your incredible and hard work.
Thank you, Reverend Dr. Entwala. It is my privilege to introduce Dr. Michael A. Meston, President of the Northeast College of Health Sciences. Dr. Meston has been with the college since 2002, serving in various leadership roles, including faculty member, department head, dean, provost, and executive vice president. He assumed the presidency on September 1st, 2017. A second-generation chiropractor, Dr. Meston is a board-certified chiropractic radiologist who completed a 3-year diagnostic imaging residency. He has practiced in both his father's chiropractic office and in his own private radiology practice for 10 years. Dr. Meston has also served on the executive committee of the American Chiropractic College of Radiology, including a term as its president. Recognizing the importance of academic leadership, he earned his Master of Science and Doctor of Education degrees in Higher Education Administration. Dr. Meston is dedicated to enhancing the college's quality and reputation as a leading educational institution, preparing students to be evidence-informed, people-centered practitioners in a dynamic and rapidly evolving field through a comprehensive array of academic programs. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Mike Meston.
Thank you, Dr. Killen. Distinguished guests, members of the faculty and administration, graduates, welcome to the August 2025 commencement ceremony. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Board of Trustee member who is in attendance with us this morning, our chairperson, Dr. Rick Rosa. We are also privileged to have the 5th president of Northeast College of Health Sciences attending today's ceremony, President Emeritus, Dr. Frank J. Nietzsche. I would like to direct your attention to the commencement program to familiarize yourself with the names of the administration and their respected positions. I would now like to ask the administration to please stand to be recognized. I would also like to recognize the Grand Marshal of this commencement ceremony, Dr. Fiona Jarrett Thelwell. Well done. It is now my privilege to thank those men and women who have contributed so much to the education of our graduates. Attending today are the faculty of Northeast College of Health Sciences who are nationally renowned and among the finest in the world. Faculty, please stand to be recognized. I would again like to reintroduce Dr. Rick Rosa, Chair of the Board of Trustees, who will now offer greetings on behalf of the board.
Thank you, Dr. Meston. I see it as truly an honor as a member of the Board of Trustees of Northeast College of Health Sciences to welcome you to these commencement exercises. I thought this might be an appropriate time to tell you what the Board of Trustees does, because when I sat in those seats, I had no idea what these people did behind the scenes. And to be honest, I probably didn't care because I was focused on my exams and boards. We are a collection of volunteers, chiropractors, lawyers, bankers, businessmen and women that provide oversight to this truly amazing institution. We meet several times per year and use all our intellect, instinct, and heart in an effort to help guide the college and provide the best environment, education, and experience for the Northeast College student. I can tell you that we all deeply care and are very proud of each of your individual achievements. This moment right now that we are in is a powerful one. And in the book, Power of Moments, by the Heath brothers, they talk about how we mark our lives by these moments, how we have so many of them between the ages of 15 and 30, and how our brains use these moments to mark our lives. The Heath brothers use the acronym EPIC: elevation, pride, inspiration, and connections to describe what makes a powerful moment. And I believe today's celebration will create each of these elements for everyone. This beautiful stage will literally and figuratively elevate you, and you should feel great pride in all the hard work and sacrifice that you have done, and that's brought you to here today. We sincerely hope you are inspired by today's speakers. We have gathered together your friends, family, and faculty that you've created deep connections with, all in an effort not only to mark this great achievement, but create one powerful moment. In closing, I would advise that you try to slow time down today. Look at the details of the day, the flowers on the stage, the colorful robes, the smile on your friend's face, the tear in your parents' eyes. Hold that hug for a few seconds more and make today a powerful, epic moment. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to begin the presentation of awards to recognize members of the Doctor of Chiropractic graduating class for achievements in academic and clinical excellence, as well as service to the college. I had the distinct honor to present the first awards. The Alumni Class President Award is presented to graduates who have served as class president for a minimum of 2 trimesters while a student at Northeast College of Health Sciences. The recipients of this award are Coral Allegra Sawyer and Ivan Marine Perez. The Dr. Ernest G. Napolitano Award is given in honor of the second president of Northeast College of Health Sciences, Dr. Ernest G. Napolitano. This memorial award is presented to a member of the Doctor of Chiropractic graduating class who possesses the qualities of Dr. Napolitano as an exceptionally effective communicator and leader. The recipient has also demonstrated distinguished community service both within and beyond the college community. The recipients of the Ernest G. Napolitano Award are Frederick Charles Blunt, Jr. and Stephanie Suarez. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Jean Marie Burke, Dean of Research, who will present the next awards. Dr. Burke.
The Frank E. Dean Memorial Award is presented to a Doctor of Chiropractic graduate who has displayed loyalty to the college as evidenced by assisting in recruitment of students and patients through speaking engagements or publications promoting Northeast College of Health Sciences to the public. The recipient of the Frank E. Dean Memorial Award is Frederick Charles Blunt, Jr. The Lorraine Welch Memorial Award is presented to a Doctor of Chiropractic graduate who has assumed a position of leadership and has assisted their peers in furthering their educational goals. The recipients of the Lorraine Welch Memorial Award are Carl Allegra Soya and Stephanie Suarez. The Clarence N. Flick Memorial Award is presented to a member of the graduating class who has participated in a significant manner in a research project which began concurrently or subsequent to their candidate's matriculation at Northeast College of Health Sciences. The recipient of the Clarence N. Flick Memorial Award is Gabriella Mei-Ling Parla. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Todd Knudsen, Associate Provost of Institutional Effectiveness, who will present the next awards.
The D.D. Palmer Memorial Award is presented to members of the Doctor of Chiropractic graduating class who have demonstrated interest in and willingness to serve in the development and delivery of educational services within the profession and outside the community, as evidenced by participation in public education activities. The recipient has also participated as a teaching assistant, course review assistant, and/or tutor. The recipient of the D.D. Palmer Memorial Award is Mitchell Andrew Araya. The Philip G. Striano Memorial Alumni Award is presented to a member of the Doctor of Chiropractic graduating class who has defined a posture of leadership. The recipient of this award has assisted in the growth and development of the institution through active participation within the Northeast College of Health Sciences community. The recipient of the Philip Striano Memorial Award is Stephanie Suarez. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Wendy Maneri, Dean of Clinical Education, who will present the next awards.
The Libero A. Violini Health Center Awards are presented to individuals who have performed at a high level of excellence during their clinical tour in the area of patient evaluation and adjustive procedures. In addition to their personal development of these skills, candidates for this award have demonstrated an aptitude for assistance in the development of similar skills in other students. The recipients of the Health Center Awards are selected by Health Center committees from each location. The recipients of the Health Center Awards are, for the Levittown Health Center, Ivan Marine Perez, and for the Seneca Falls Health Center, Coral Allegra Sawyer. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Peter Nicholas, Dean of Online Education, who will present the next awards.
The Sherry Lieberman Memorial Award is presented to a member of the Master of Science in Applied Clinical Nutrition graduating class who has demonstrated leadership and advocacy in the areas of integrative health and clinical nutrition. The recipient of the Sherry Lieberman Memorial Award is Elizabeth Marie Guimond. Elizabeth could not be with us today, so I'm accepting on her behalf. The Art of Teaching Award is presented to a member of the Master in Science in Human Anatomy and Physiology Instruction graduating class who's gone beyond expectations in demonstrating the abilities of knowledge, passion, and leadership of the outstanding anatomy and physiology instructor, and best represents the Human Anatomy and Physiology Instruction program. The recipient of the Art of Teaching Award is Annalie Marie Emery. Annalie could not be with us today, so I'm accepting this on their behalf.
Thank you, presenters, and congratulations to all of our award recipients. Today, Northeast College of Health Sciences is proud to recognize faculty, students, and staff who have served in the United States military. These military members can be recognized by the red, white, and blue military cords that they are wearing at today's commencement. Thank you on behalf of everyone here for your dedication, commitment, and willingness to serve. I now invite these individuals, as well as any past or present military personnel in the audience, to please stand and be recognized for your service to our country. The Honors Awards for Academic Excellence are based upon the cumulative grade point averages of students at the conclusion of their curriculum. These students can be recognized by the gold cords that they are wearing today. Students who have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.75 and above have earned the distinction of honors in their academic program. I would like to ask the students who receive the honors distinction in their academic program to please stand and be recognized. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Killen, and congratulations to all our award recipients. One of the high points of any graduation ceremony is the commencement address. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce to you today's commencement speaker, a true pioneer in sports recovery, a committed advocate for integrative health care and for our Northeast community, Dr. Rick Rosa. For more than 25 years, Dr. Rosa has helped athletes across the NBA, MLB, NFL, UFC, Olympic sports, and beyond recover faster, train harder, and perform at the highest level. He has traveled internationally as the medical director for multiple professional cycling teams and recently consulted Mike Tyson ahead of his bout with Jake Paul. In addition to being a chiropractic practitioner, Dr. Rosa is an author, entrepreneur, educator, and a product innovator, best known for creating the 6 pillars of sports recovery, a holistic and evidence-based framework for peak performance and healing. He was the first ever chiropractor to corner a heavyweight world championship boxing match. Dr. Rosa currently leads Accessible Beltway Clinics, a network of more than a dozen practices in the Washington, D.C. area. He is also the developer of 24/7 Relief and Recovery, an all-natural pain cream designed to reduce pain, inflammation, and improve flexibility following injuries and workouts. He assisted in the development of kinetics therapy, an instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization technique now taught at chiropractic students here at Northeast. He holds a Doctor of Chiropractic degree from our college, awarded when we were then known as New York Chiropractic College, or affectionately referred to as NYCC, where he served as a graduate resident assistant. Today, he remains deeply committed to the college as the first 2-term chair of the Board of Trustees and a postgraduate lecturer. He also teaches graduate-level courses in sports recovery at George Mason University. Today, we celebrate not only his remarkable career and contributions to the profession, but also to a new milestone, his graduation with a Master's of Science in Applied Clinical Nutrition. On a personal note, after working side by side with Dr. Rosa for several years, I've come to admire his relentless, ever-better mindset and tireless work ethic. You learn a lot about someone when you're in the trenches together. And I can say that with an absolute confidence that Rick has NYCC in his heart and Northeast Blue running in his veins. He truly loves this place. Let's welcome Dr. Rick Rosa to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Meston. I would like to welcome students, the administration, faculty, staff, and guests. I want to thank Northeast for the honor of asking me to speak at an institution that I truly love and have to thank for everything I have today. Those introductions always seem very impressive. I'm a published author, a faculty member, a clinician working with professional athletes, chairman of the Board of Trustees. Makes me sound like a very important person. As I stand here before you, don't be that impressed. I am no genius, no thought leader, no master businessman, not a guru. I am not perfect. I am not someone who has all the answers. I stand here today as one of you, not above you. In fact, you're looking at a giant failure. If we stack up all of my accomplishments alongside all of my failures, trust me, it would not look that impressive. I have felt the bitter sting of failure, embarrassment, self-doubt on so many occasions, I honestly can't remember them all. So why am I here? I'm here on this stage because Northeast wants you to see that an alumnus of this institution can be a success. At this point in my life, I feel like a success. I have financial independence. I love being a chiropractor. I've been able to travel the world, working with athletes and lecturing. I have 3 awesome children. I married a beautiful, intelligent woman who I found right here on campus 26 years ago. This may sound boastful, but I'm not trying to impress you. I'm trying to impress upon you that I am no different than any of you students sitting in front of me. So this all begs the question, what actually got me to this happy place? And this brings us to my story. There's always a story. I am the youngest son of Sicilian immigrants. My parents are literally off the boat. I have to start with my father. He was one of those men who walked into a room and he was instantly commanded respect. A man who dropped out of middle school, got his GED in the Air Force, and would walk into a room with college presidents, CEOs, congressmen, and everyone would treat him as an equal. One lingering thought he would often say to me was, "Ricky, I wish I could be a professional student." And at that time, I thought my dad didn't understand what being a college student was like. And I didn't really understand what he was talking about. But as I got older, I grew up and I matured, and I've actually tried to become just that, a professional student. Hence, I'm also graduating with all of you today. But not only from an academic perspective, but staying curious about science, health, and life. My mother was a classic Italian mother, filling your heart and stomach on a daily basis, and she was often overlooked in our large family and sometimes overshadowed by my father's larger-than-life image. The gift that my mom gave me, besides her love and awesome food each day, was an entrepreneurial spirit. She had a woman-owned business in the 70s, which back then was not the norm, on Main Street of Hackensack called Tina's Variety Shop. She was definitely a tenacious entrepreneur, and thank God for that strong foundation. Because at that time in my life, I was not in a happy place. Not only was I not special, but in the 70s and 80s, I was actually labeled below level at school. Yikes. Can you imagine that today? I struggled with learning disabilities at a time when you didn't have learning disabilities, you were just stupid. And frankly, I had less of a chance to reach the stars, as my grammar school yearbook stated. When I look back at this time in my life, I see myself as happy with a great family and friends, but I did have an inner sadness, a strange feeling of loneliness, even though I was surrounded by so much love. I think it was about how I would stack up in the future and make my path. It seemed hopeless, and I would never measure up to my brothers, my friends, or extended family. I started life academically as a failure. I could not read or spell or write very well, and in Sunday school, the nuns would often make fun of me in class as I struggled to read and I fought back tears. Well, they would use me as an example of public school education. Something happened to me, and I wish I understood what it was, but in middle school, I asked to be placed on level so that I could go to college prep classes and go to college. Otherwise, I would not be able to. No one ever asked to be moved up from below level. So they had no idea what to do with me. So they said, okay, if you get all A's, I could be placed on level for 8th grade. Well, my science teacher, Mr. Summers, gave me a B. But I don't hold any grudges, and even though he's the only teacher's name I remember from middle school. Thankfully, they let me move up, and I was able to begin high school preparing for college, and it would be an understatement to say English was hard for me. But my English teacher came to my rescue and said I could get tested at this new learning institution at the local hospital for learning disabilities. I went, I got tested, and I was told I had dyslexia. And at that time, no one had ever heard of it. But it was actually incredibly liberating for me. I wasn't actually broken. My brain just processed information in a different way. And they told me I was actually pretty bright. I continued to struggle as I found myself catching up, but I continued to work hard, and then in college, things started to click for me, and in chiropractic college, I started to excel. I became confident, involved with SACA, I was vice president of my class, and the rest of the story you just heard Dr. Meston tell you. So what's the point? I want you to understand my story because it involves three things I feel help me become a success. Having mentors, being gritty, and lastly, being truly honest with yourself and understanding the chains that hold you back. I have been very fortunate to have many mentors in my life. My mom and dad, my older brothers, one who's an entrepreneur ever since I can remember, the other who actually graduated in 1992, and I followed into this profession. I have to also mention the past president, Dr. Nietzsche, who was an influence on me and my mentor. And even today, I look to my fellow board members here at Northeast to continue to learn from them. In life, it's very hard to listen and absorb people's opinions and ideas. You look at them objectively. All we want to do is tell rather than listen. And having mentors helps this a great deal. You need mentors in life to help guide you, lift you up, to shorten the learning curve, to help with that scary clinical situation, or talk you out of buying that expensive office furniture when you start your first practice. I always felt that grit was something that helped me in life. It's that special little thing, that magic, that enables each of us to find our way to success. It's something we could all have. You don't have to be born with it. It's something you can work on. Now, I also understand that with today's social media, the term has been overplayed, even dismissive of today's generation. So exchange it with resilience, adaptability, determined, insert your favorite term. Just don't give up on yourself. A few years back, I read this book called Grit by Angela Duckworth, an incredible academic who is a very inspiring story herself. She spreads her life researching this very topic and published many papers on how grit counts more than talent. She looked at West Point grads, West Point cadets, business leaders, salespeople. She studied who would be the most successful, the talented or gifted or the gritty ones. What she found was that, yes, talent counts, of course it does, but grit counts twice. In my life, I have failed so many times I lost track long ago. Today I'm fortunate to get to work with and treat professional athletes from all over the world. However, they didn't just stroll into my office one day. One of the more dramatic failures in my life was with my beloved Washington Wizards. My brother and I had several meetings with them, and we had finally made it face-to-face with Wes Unseld, the general manager, and the entire management team. We were told that we would be the team chiropractors, and this is when Michael Jordan was on the team. A dream come true, right? Wrong. At the last minute, right before the start of the season, owner Abe Pullen decided, we don't need to spend money on a team chiropractor. It still hurts today. I spent a considerable amount of time curled up in a fetal position immediately following that news. Eventually, though, I continued to work hard on my craft, adding tools to my toolbox, reading and expanding my base of knowledge to try to become a success. And I'm still working on it. Now you've just spent the last few years going through hell. I'm sure you had some failures, setbacks in school, maybe even in your personal life. I know, I remember what it was like here. But you all got up, went to your next test, you continued, and you're going to graduate from Northeast if I ever shut up and stop talking. This is one of the greatest tools Northeast has given you. The program in which you just endured no doubt has left you gritty. The faculty, in short, are awesome. I learned under some of the same professors, and don't worry, I won't mention the individual professors, but they have collectively broken you down, only to build you back up. They have not only educated you, but they started the process of developing your grittiness. And it's your choice to continue to develop it. Northeast, hands down, produces the finest practitioners, and I should know because I've hired an awful lot of them. Please know, I am not standing here singing to you how great I am. I'm standing here before you today telling you that you could achieve the same things I have, and even more. Every one of you students in those uncomfortable seats right now can have the greatness however you want to define it. My final insight to leave with you today is this. Take a close look at the chains we all carry in life. Some of the chains of bias, our own, are those imposed upon us. Some are the chains of doubt, from voices that tell you to stay small or stay in your lane. Some of the chains of expectations, the heavy weight of what others want you instead of what you truly wanted for yourself. And yes, some of the chains we place on ourselves when we close our minds to new ideas, when we silence our own voices, when we let fear win. And I'll be honest with you, I've seen enough of what happens when we accept those chains. I've seen it in our healthcare system, a system too often sick and broken, weighed down by its own links of bureaucracy and inertia. And I'm telling you, we could do better. You could do better. Show me your inner truth. Let your special gift shine through, and your patients will see it in your eyes when you advise them. They will feel it in your hands when you treat them. It will come from within, and isn't that the whole point? So I challenge you. Rise up, break the chains of doubt, break the chains of fear, break the chains of complacency, and in their place, build a life of courage, of vision, and of purpose, because the world does not need you chained, it needs you free. Graduates of Northeast, class of August 2025, stand on my shoulders, achieve your greatness, and look further than you ever have. Thank you.
Well done, sir. Wow. Well done. Thank you, Dr. Rosa. We now begin the presentation of candidates. Dr. Ann Killen, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, will present the candidates for the Doctor of Chiropractic degrees.
Dr. Meston, I acknowledge with the authority and approval of the Northeast College of Health Sciences and Health Sciences faculty that the graduates present have or shall be qualified to receive the degrees for which they have been recommended, and in recognition thereof, permission has been granted for the degrees to be appropriately conferred.
Thank you, Dr. Killen. Dr. Killen, will you please assist me in presenting the candidates? Dr. Spilker and Dr. Nicholas, will you please call the names of each graduate as they proceed across the stage?
It's now my pleasure to present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Chiropractic. Dr. Ivan G. Marin Perez. Dr. Jerome Weddy J. Dally. Dr. Carell Allegra Sawyer, honors. Assisting in the hooding is their grandfather, Dr. Arnold Froze. Dr. Stephanie Suarez, honors. Dr. Jennifer Lynn Pietrocola. Dr. Michael Skolnick. Dr. Mitchell Andrew Araya. Dr. Frederick Charles Blunt, Jr. Dr. Gabrielle Mei-Ling Parla, honors. Dr. Alan Gomez. Assisting in the hooding is their mother, Dr. Sandra Gomez, and their father, Dr. Jose Gomez. Dr. Hakeem Alvarez. Yes. Congratulations, chiropractic.
It is now my pleasure to present the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Applied Clinical Nutrition. Seneca L. Wright. Dali Numan Patel. Sarah G. Bloomberg, honors. Cassidy Christina Barton. Kimpreet Jossel, honors. Daniel Luis Torres, honors. Yolanda Yvonne Smith. Carolyn Fries DeMeo, honors. Dr. Jerome Daly. Dr. Ricky Rosa, honors. It is now my pleasure to present the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Human Anatomy and Physiology Instruction. Dr. Alice Shen, honors. Stephanie All Johnson, honors. Dr. Maria Lugo Perez, honors. Dr. Melissa Regina DeWalt, honors. Dr. Rifith Nishu. Dr. Nahid Rubama Kahad. Come.
Will all the graduates please rise? Upon recommendation of the faculty and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Northeast College of Health Sciences and the Regents of the University of the State of New York, I hereby confer upon you, as appropriate to your course of study, the degree for which you have been recommended, along with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying your accomplishment. Congratulations to you all. You may be seated. I now invite all doctors of chiropractic present with us today to renew their words of commitment by reciting the chiropractic oath with this class. The oath can be found in the commencement program. The honor of administering the chiropractic oath belongs to Dr. Frank Nietzsche. Dr. Nietzsche.
Thank you, Dr. Meston. It is indeed a privilege to request the graduates of the Northeast College of Health Sciences and doctors of chiropractic here in attendance today to please stand, raise their right hands, and repeat after me the solemn chiropractic oath. I do hereby affirm before all that I hold sacred and those assembled witnesses that I will keep this oath and stipulation to hold in esteem and respect those who taught me the chiropractic healing art,
Those that taught me chiropractic healing art,
to follow the methods of treatment and best practices
to follow the methods and treatment and practices
that according to my ability and judgment
that according to my ability and judgment
I consider for the benefit of my patients,
I consider for the benefit of my patients,
to abstain from unethical behavior,
to abstain from unethical behavior,
to stand ready at all times to serve humanity,
to stand ready at all times to serve humanity.
with commitment to excellence.
With commitment to excellence,
I will practice my art.
I will practice my art.
I will at all times
I will at all times
consider the patients under my care
consider the patients under my care
of supreme importance.
of supreme importance.
I will provide the care
I will provide the care
which I have been taught to give
which I have been taught to give
by my alma mater.
by my alma mater.
Through lifelong learning,
Lifelong learning,
I will keep my skills and mind sharp.
I will keep my skills and mind sharp.
I will hold in confidence
I will hold in confidence
all things revealed to me
all things revealed to me
as a doctor of chiropractic.
as a doctor of chiropractic.
While I continue to keep this oath solemn,
While I continue to keep this oath solemn,
may it be granted to enjoy life and the practice of chiropractic.
may it be granted to me to enjoy life and practice chiropractic.
Congratulations, doctors.
Well done. I would now like to welcome William Sayer, Student Government Association Executive President, who has the distinct honor of addressing this class in audience. Will William please come to the stage for the class address?
All right. Welcome, everybody. Life is full of paradox. We must exercise until we feel weak. Yes, that too. We must exercise until we feel weak so we can grow strong. We must face our fears so that we may feel brave. And every day we have the opportunity to learn something new only to realize how little we know. And that last one was first introduced to me by my 7th grade math and science teacher, Mr. Miller, who said before the class one day, "The fool thinks he knows everything, and the wise man knows he knows nothing." And the more I've thought about that over the years, the more I've come to the conclusion that on your graduation day, you should know less now than when you first started your program. Because the seed of knowledge plants the tree of questions, and the more knowledge you obtain, the very many more questions you can ask, and so does your forest grow. Until upon contemplation one day you find yourself on an amble about your own cerebral grove, exploring and expanding the depth of your understanding. The programs completed by the graduates today exemplify the power of teaching. The Masters of Science in Human Anatomy and Physiology instruction dissects and explicates the orchestra that is the human body by pointing out key players, landmarks, and functions to those desiring to learn more. The Masters of Science in Applied Clinical Nutrition helps make sure those body orchestra players are in tip-top shape by directing them towards health, wellness, and longevity through nutritional planning and education. The Doctorates of Chiropractic, this degree is a celebration of movement. It helps make sure that orchestral music marches on by identifying inhibitions to motion and working with people to help overcome those inhibitions so that people can do the things in their life they love to do the most. Together, we show you what the body does, how best to fuel it, and how to keep it going. Graduates, I don't have to tell you how difficult it was to earn this degree today. Heck, I don't have to tell your family or friends either, because you either told them all about it or haven't talked to them since you've been here. But that's the mark of a good challenge, a challenge well earned, a challenge you have to fight for, strive for every day, and you did that. Every day you chose to show up despite the academic rigor. Every day, despite the constant challenges to your perseverance, you chose to show up. Despite everything else you have going on outside of your education, you chose to show up. And today, you show up as graduates. In the end, we don't develop inner strength by showing up when it's easy. We develop inner strength by showing up when it's hard to show up. And being a student, it's not just about learning the course material, it's about learning how you learn, which is a process of trial and error. But remember, life can disguise growth as failure sometimes. And sometimes life can disguise progress as pain. But it's all part of becoming. And the journey of becoming your best self is uncomfortable sometimes, but it is so deeply enriching. So as you go forth, teaching and learning, if you find yourself just a little bit uncomfortable, that may be a sign you're in the process of becoming, which is likely a sign you're exactly where you need to be right now. Graduates, congratulations. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, William. I'd like to introduce Dr. Jose Balseca, Assistant Professor, who has the distinct honor of presenting the faculty address. Dr. Balseca. There he is, sir.
My students know I'm quick to the point, so I'll keep it under 20, all right? Good morning, esteemed faculty, proud parents, supportive friends, and most importantly, our incredible graduates of the chiropractic, clinical nutrition, and applied human anatomy and physiology instruction programs. Today is a day that marks the culmination of years of dedication, late-night studies, countless hours of practice, and an unwavering commitment to your chosen paths. Each face here tells a unique story of perseverance, passion, and the pursuit of knowledge. Today, we celebrate not just your academic achievements, but the profound impact you are poised to make on the world. To our graduates from the chiropractic program, you stand ready to embody the art and science of healing through the power of touch. You have learned to see the human body not just as a collection of parts, but as an intricate, self-regulating system. You've studied late into the night, mastering biomechanics, neurology, and the intricacies of patient care. Your hands, guided by your knowledge and compassion, will become instruments of restoration, helping individuals reclaim their health, alleviate pain, and unlock their potential. Embrace the responsibility, the trust, and the privilege that comes with being a doctor of chiropractic. May you always listen intently, treat with precision, and inspire patients to live their healthiest lives. To our graduates from the clinical nutrition program, you are the architects of health from the inside out. In a world often overwhelmed by conflicting dietary advice and processed foods, you are the beacons of clarity, armed with the scientific understanding of how food fuels, heals, and sustains life. You have delved deep into biochemistry, metabolism, and the complex relationship between diet and disease. Your expertise will empower individuals to make informed choices, prevent chronic illness, and cultivate vibrant health. Be patient, be practical, and be a source of accurate, evidence-based guidance. And to our graduates of the Human Anatomy and Physiology instruction programs, you are the torchbearers of fundamental knowledge, the guides who will illuminate the complicated wonders of the human body for future generations. You possess the unique ability to transform complex biological systems into an understandable concept, to spark curiosity, and to lay the groundwork for countless careers in healthcare and science. Your patience, clarity, and your passion for teaching will shape the minds of aspiring healers, researchers, and innovators. May you always ignite the spark of understanding, foster a spirit of inquiry, and leave an indelible mark on every student you teach. Regardless of your specific path, you all share a common thread, a commitment to improving human lives. The knowledge you have gained is not merely for personal achievement, but for betterment of society. The world needs your expertise, your compassion, and your dedication more than ever. As you step into the world, remember these few things. Embrace lifelong learning. The fields you are entering are dynamic and ever-evolving. Stay curious, stay humble, and commit to continuous education. Practice empathy, whether you are treating a patient, counseling a client, or teaching a student. Remember the human being before you. Listen, understand, and connect. Collaborate. Your individual strengths are powerful, but your collective impact is immeasurable. Build networks, share knowledge, and support one another. Lead with integrity. Uphold the highest ethical standard in your practice and your teaching. Your reputation is your most valuable asset. Celebrate the small victories. The journey ahead will have its challenges. Take time to acknowledge the progress, the breakthroughs, and the positive changes you facilitate. Today is a milestone, but it is also just the beginning. You are now equipped with the tools, the knowledge, and the passion to make a real difference. So never underestimate the impact you can have. A well-placed adjustment, a meaningful dietary shift, or a beautifully explained lecture. It may change a life, or many. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Balsecca. I would now like to introduce Christina Ploretti, Director of Alumni Relations, to welcome you as the newest alumni of Northeast College of Health Sciences. Christina.
Good morning, graduates, and everyone else that came today. We are very glad that you're here. On behalf of Alumni Relations Department here at Northeast College, I'd like to be the first to congratulate you on entering your new role here at the college, one as a proud member of our alumni family. It is important that we remain in contact as you embark on your professional journey so we can continue to celebrate your many accomplishments. You will find an alumni pin attached to your diploma. Please wear this with pride, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Christina. Graduates, family, friends, and guests, it is truly my honor to preside over what is undoubtedly one of the most significant ceremonies held at this institution. On behalf of the college, I want to thank all of you here today for being part of this momentous occasion. The pride we feel for the graduates is not simply for today's ceremony, but for the incredible journey that has brought us here. This pride is the result of many hours of mutual effort and dedication, and it reflects the ongoing relationships we have built together in our pursuit of excellence. We have worked as a community, and together we have achieved something extraordinary. Graduates, you are now equipped with the knowledge and skills to begin your practice and to continue your lifelong pursuit of learning. Today, the health sciences profession welcomes you as its newest and brightest members. Your future patients, clients, and students will be fortunate to have you as their mentors, partners in health, and guides in their own quest for knowledge. As graduates of Northeast College, you are empowered to reimagine health, to lead with compassion, and to transform lives, yours and those of everyone you touch. We are incredibly proud of you and have full confidence in your ability to lead with purpose, practice with passion, and drive transformative change. I now send you forth into the world to make a lasting impact, inspire those around you, and give hope to those in need. May your journey be filled with purpose, fulfillment, and the joy that comes from transforming lives. Continue to build on the legacy you have begun here at Northeast College, letting your contributions to humanity be a testament to compassionate leadership, clinical excellence, ethical practice, and a relentless commitment to patient-centered care and promotion of health and wellness. Congratulations on your graduation and best wishes for your next adventure. Please remain seated for the benediction. Reverend Dr. Tula.
So there was a movie made in 1992 that starred a young actor named Stephen Dorff called The Power of One. It's also a book. And I'm going to spoil nothing about it, but I would encourage you to either read or watch this movie if you've not already. And in it, Stephen Dorff plays this white kid who's growing up in apartheid South Africa. And he's presented with an opportunity to make a difference. And he doesn't know whether or not he wants to take this opportunity. So he goes for a walk in nature to discern an answer, which I will always say you are entitled to pause to know if you want to do something before you do it. Take the time to discern. So as I said, spoiling nothing, his answer turns out to be yes. In response to the invitation, he says, "A waterfall begins with only one drop of water, and look what comes from that." This is not the end of this journey. It is a chapter. It's one drop of water in the story of you but that one drop of water contains all the secrets of the ocean. So as you leave, go with this blessing. May your life be a waterfall, powerful, beautiful, energizing, breathtaking, constantly flowing, and full of wonder and awe. And if you happen to find yourself caught in rapids, don't give in to that chaos and disorientation, but remember just to point your toes and float. Thank you.
Dr. Jarrett Thelwell, will you please join me?
The commencement exercises of Northeast College of Health Sciences are officially closed.